Chip Candy Bar. We are here to stay. But won't you stick around so we can brighten up your day? Chip Candy Bar Show, what up, ho? Chip Candy Bar Show, oh no. Chip Candy Bar Show, what up, ho? Chip Candy Bar Show, oh no. Chip Candy Bar Show, what up, ho? Chip Candy Bar Show, oh no.
What's good, bruh? You sons of bitches. It's your boy Boogashigi.
I'm Ashley M.
Welcome to the Chip Candy Bar Show. Fuck
You son of
bitches.
bitches.
There we go. Last week I didn't call them any bad names, so I had to make up for it because normally they're going to hell or something, but
They're pieces of shit.
right this week I'm on it. Fucking bitches. Anyway, so welcome to the show. We talk about random, sexual, dumb, stupid, serious, funny, all of the above. We just talk about dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And I always appreciate the feedback. It's very, 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 very wanted and appreciated. Yes.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it every single fucking time. If you're easily offended, just don't fucking listen. But if you're still with us, hit like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. And as usual, the comments are yours. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to talk about in the future.
Now, let me address the elephant in the room. I understand that today is Saturday and the video is going up. But there's my explanation for that is mind your fucking business. We have shit to do.
I have gotten text messages this morning. I need a podcast. We need a hit. Come on, we just need a little taste. And I just tell them we're working on it. So
we're just lazy. We're not lazy. We just got shit to do. We tired, man. Shit.
We is tired, but we're gonna take care of you. We'll get it up.
So shut the fuck up. No, I'm kidding. All right. So Ashley, we're gonna just jump straight into topic number uno. And the first one, we got to start it off with a Mount Rushmore. This week, Mount Rushmore of sodas.
Yes, I love soda. I drink them too much.
I don't drink them anymore, but I miss them. I do miss them. I haven't had a soda since February 20th. I miss them. My granddad had a knee-high peach earlier, and I was like, sexy bitch.
Oh, I feel for you, but I am proud for you. That's a feat. I need to get back into that habit. Dude, I went like a year and 8 months one time without drinking a single soda, and I felt so much better. I don't know why I started again.
Well, a lot of people say it's hard for them to stop drinking them, and I'm like, well, it's just an acquired taste. Like water is an acquired taste. And actually, if you get some different water, it's actually really good. I always say if you could struggle through the taste of beer and liquor, because I know them not good the first time you drink them. If you can struggle through that, you can struggle through water, bitch. Okay. All right. So I'll start. My number 4 on my Mount Rushmore of sodas is probably generic, but it's okay. Because it always is there to get you through. My number 4 on the Mount Rushmore of my sodas, Sprite.
Okay, I'm not mad at Sprite. I like Sprite. It's not my usual go-to, but I do like Sprite.
Yeah, it's there. What I love. I used to love getting a Sprite from McDonald's in the morning because I don't know what it is. Their ice makes drinks taste so good. Like a Sprite from McDonald's and a Sprite from Burger King, they're not gonna taste the same. And that's
the
odd.
Sprite from McDonald's will literally burn the flesh out of the back of your throat. Oh, it's so carbonated.
So good.
And let's talk about McDonald's ice for a minute. It pisses me off. You can order a medium drink and get one fucking cube. You can order a large and get one fucking cube. There's not enough ice in a McDonald's drink.
You think they be shorting you on ice over there?
I do. Every time. You have to ask for extra ice, and then you might get 2 cubes.
I've never even...
That's like Christmas morning.
I've never thought about that actually. I mean, I ain't got a soda in forever, but I really
Look,
haven't thought
there's a
about them shorts
sound.
real nice.
There is a sound, okay? When you go through a drive-through and you order a drink, when
Mhm.
they give it to you, you have to twirl your cup, okay? You can always hear the sound of a satisfactory amount of ice. When you get a McDonald's drink and you twirl your cup, it's like, you know, did you ever watch the old cartoon Robin Hood when he pretended to be the blind man and he had like one coin in his cup? That's what that shit sounds like. They give you one cube.
Hmm. Interesting. So, what's,
Yeah.
all right. What's your number 4?
My number 4, and you have probably never had it because I'm a Texas girl. That's where I come from. That's where my roots are. That's where most of my mom's family is um, currently resides. That's where I was born and mostly raised. Big Red soda.
Well, I know about Big Red Soda because somebody that we used to work with used to pour it in vanilla ice cream. Gross.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
But I don't think that the drink itself is gross, actually. But I think pouring
It's
it
a
in ice
cream
cream is disgusting.
soda. Is all it really
Oh,
is. It's a
oh, you
cream
lost
soda.
me.
But there's a different taste to it. I mean, that's where it was born in Texas, Big Red. And I remember the days when the only place you could get Big Red was the state of Texas. But now there are sporadic places scattered here and there where you can get it. It's one of those if you're lucky enough to find it.
Don't they
But I
have
grew up
like a
on it.
blue one too? Like a blue one? Didn't I?
If they do, I don't know, but I've never seen it. I just grew up on Big Red.
Might be wrong. But okay. I just I'm not gonna argue with it because I don't feel like a cream soda is gross, but I don't know.
This has a different flavor. It's
It
not like your
does.
standard run of the mill cream soda. This has a different taste to it, but that's what I liken it to. That's basically what it is. It's just like a different version of a cream soda. It's really, really good.
Like cream soda cold red. I got you.
Something like that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move on to my number 3, and this is where I start to get into the orgasmic part of my list. Everything up above this is orgasmic. My number 3 is orange Fanta. Oh,
Okay, I like orange soda. I'm just not a Fanta fan. I like sun-kissed orange soda. Fanta is not sweet enough for me.
Fanta's not sweet.
It's not sweet enough for me. Just
Oh,
for me.
it's
I'm not bashing orange soda entirely. I love orange soda, but I'm more of a sun-kissed person. I like the sun-kissed orange sodas.
uh
You
the fan. They're not now. I mean, there's orange soda. It's good. It's just Sunkist is just like it has a different taste. The Fanta orange, like it's perfect, and it doesn't matter where you get it. It's perfect. It's so good. You can get it. The best place to get any kind of Fanta is straight out the can. But Fanta orange is amazing. It's so
I'm
good.
gonna have to go back to that. I'm gonna have to, I guess, retaste an orange Fanta.
Taste it out of a
Just don't
machine though.
remember. I just don't remember it being sweet enough for me.
It's so good though. So what's your number 3? Your Treyway.
Okay, it's so strange because I fucking hate root beer. I hate it. It's
Please.
nasty. Having said that, and this is going to sound weird, my
Please.
number 3 is A&W Diet
God.
Root Beer. You stop. Don't you say
God.
that. I remember at work one day I had a bottle and you were like, why are you drinking Diet Root Beer? It's so good. It's
No,
so
it's
good.
not.
Regular
Oh my
root
God.
beer is ass. It's straight nasty ass. It tastes like licorice. I don't like root beer, but there's something about A&W Diet Root Beer. It just tastes so good to me.
You're ridiculous. You know
I'm
what?
drinking it right now.
Root beer
It's so
is ass.
it's
Diet
luscious.
root beer is ass. Diet root beer is
Diet
hairy
ass.
ass. It's hairy ass. It's hairy ass.
I know it's
I
fucking
ain't washed
weird,
my
but it is so good.
I ain't washed my ass in about 3 days. Ass. It's
It's okay. I can't describe like it has more of a vanilla taste. Like it doesn't even
uh
taste like a diet drink. but it's so good and it smells so good. I don't know what it is. Diet root beer is the tits.
Root beer in every iteration of it needs to be burned. Whoever has the factory where all the root beer comes out, where I need to find where it is so I can burn it to the ground. That's what the looters and rioters should have hit up for real. If we're just being real, they should have
How
hit that
dare
up.
you? Diet root beer matters, okay?
You know what? Hey, you know how I know you don't really believe it is because normally when I disagree with something that you say, you're so passionate and defensive. You really aren't.
Because
as
even I
passionate.
can understand why I like diet root beer, but I fucking hate regular root beer.
Normally, if I'm like root beer is nasty, you watch your fucking mouth. I'm like, oh, diet root beer is nasty. You're like, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. You don't even believe it. It's so gross.
I'm gonna give you this one. I really am. I can't even explain it.
Oh man, root beer is so nasty. One
Like
of my
regular
friends
root
loves
beer,
it.
absolutely. I hate it. It just get it away from me.
And
But
then
the
you add diet.
A&W diet root beer is so delicious.
Then you add diet on it. That just makes it worse.
I
Oh,
know. I'm
okay.
ashamed of myself, but I like it.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, my number 2. Oh, I'm gonna go into a good drink. Number 2, fresh out the can from the Rogers vending machine for 50 cents. Strawberry Fanta. Yes, Lord. Oh, you tripping. Oh, you tripping, bruh.
I don't like
Strawberry.
strawberry soda. I love strawberry everything. I just don't like strawberry soda in general.
It's funny because I'm like the opposite. Like, I don't like, well, actually, I do like, I don't like strawberries, but strawberry flavored stuff is actually really good to me. But strawberry Fanta, look,
Ugh.
I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom here in a minute and rub one out because the thought of it just makes my pee pee go boing boing boing. You hear me? Like God, it's so good. And the thing is, like when that
Diet root beer does that to my pee too.
I don't know why though. It would shrink mine. Mine would burn off. But the thing is, like I used to go to Burger King, right? I would get our classic little meal deal. The 2 cheeseburgers. The King's meal deal is what they used to call it. And I
Right.
would get a drink. And the drink that I would get would be strawberry Fanta. And then I would drive to Rogers and get a can of strawberry Fanta. And I would drink that little ass drink. And then I would hit that strawberry Fanta as well because that shit is so good. Especially out the can. It just hits on a whole nother level. My God.
Ugh.
You shut up. You just said diet root beer and gonna
I know.
me.
I can't hate on anybody for disagreeing with me there.
Like, you
I can't
understand.
even explain it.
You're
I
like,
can't.
I understand it's bad. I just like it. It's okay though. It's fine. I get it. But strawberry Fanta is what the kids used to say, the bee's knees.
The bee's knees.
Even though bees don't have knees.
That's so funny. How do we know they don't have knees? I am going to Google that later.
All right. Well, you go ahead with your number 2. Because I'm actually
Mountain Dew.
I actually like Mountain Dew. I'm not.
I love Mountain Dew. I like Code Red Mountain Dew.
That's my favorite.
There's a Mountain Dew has one. Now I don't really care for the orange one that much.
Yes.
But they have one. I think it's called High Voltage. It tastes like bubble gum. It has like a bubble gum taste to it.
Is it the blue one?
It's like a light purple.
Okay. Now I'll
I
tell you
think the
this.
blue one's that Baja Blast shit.
Wait, shit. Hold on.
Yeah, it's not good.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna get on Baja Blast because But I will say this about Mountain Dew. No matter what, it's not like my favorite, but I will say as far as different flavors, they definitely have the best of like a variety of flavors.
They do. They do.
Like they be coming out with crazy ones. Like blueberry.
Like they've got a mystery flavor too that I haven't yet to try. I think it's white and it's a mystery one.
Yes. Also, by the way, just fun fact, Bees, like all insects, have 6 sections to their legs.
So they have
Each connected to a joint, and the one most like a knee is between the femur and the tibia. So I think they do have knees.
It sounds to me like they have knees. See,
Yeah,
you listen to our podcast, you learn something new every day. Bees have knees.
and knowledge is power. So I fucks with you. This list, aside from that terrible third one, so far is good. And I pray to God, because I know we're the same person. I feel like we both picked the same number one.
We are going to definitely have the same number one.
So I'm gonna tell you mine, and I know it's gonna be you, but I'm gonna say it.
So are we on your number one?
Yes.
Why don't we say ours together? Count of
All
three.
right. 3,
Three,
2,
two,
1.
one.
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Oh my God. Hell yeah. You make
Yeah.
that made up for
There's
everything.
nothing bad to say.
Negative. Nothing.
It's Dr. Pepper. It's
Dr.
life-giving nectar. It's nectar of the gods. It's angel sweat.
It is.
It's
I got-
oh my God.
If like 10 angels got together and wanted to give me a golden shower and Dr. Pepper, I would sit there with my mouth open, ready to take the money shot.
And I would do the same thing.
I would suck Dr. Pepper out of a lot of people's vaginas. Even if they're ugly.
I would too. And I don't suck vagina, but if you told me that, oh hey, why don't you stick your mouth down here on my vagine? There's Dr. Pepper in it. Say less, fam. Lay back.
Vanessa them hoes. Inside joke there. Anyway, so if I could have like a fountain that has Dr. Pepper in it, that would be amazing. Dr. Pepper is amazing.
And not only that, some of the best things I've ever used in life are Dr. Pepper flavor or Dr. Pepper scented. One of the best chapsticks or like lip balms that a female, that a male, anybody could ever use is the Bonnie Bell, the Lip Smackers Dr. Pepper flavored. It's
sure.
incredible. Absolutely incredible. I have had Dr. Pepper cake before. It was life-changing.
And let's be real too. The off-brand Dr. Pepper, Dr. Thunder, bust down Tatiana.
I'm not going to disagree with that either. My daughter's favorite drink is the Great Value, the Sam's Choice Dr. Thunder 2-liter. She don't want the cans. She said, "Mama, can you get me a 2-liter Dr. Thunder?" That's her favorite thing to drink is a 2-liter Dr. Thunder.
It don't miss. It does not miss. And I know
even the Dr. Pepper, now you might disagree with me on this, but some of the Dr. Pepper flavors are really good too. Like the vanilla Dr. Pepper is really good. The cherry Dr. Pepper is really good. But at the end of the day, the end of the day, the classic 23 flavored Dr. Pepper, it's consistent. It never lets you down. It's your friend. It's always there. It's never not going to be good.
I mean, they have Dr. Pepper everything. They got remember the Hubba Bubba Dr. Pepper?
Oh my God, that shit was so good.
They got Hubba Bubba licorice, which is gross.
Ooh.
They got cupcakes of Dr. Pepper, the Dr. Pepper reindeer. They got the Dr. Pepper. I just saw Dr. Pepper something else that was crazy. I had to look it up.
They've got Dr. Pepper cotton candy. I've never had it. Emma has. She said it's delicious. I've never had it, but I would definitely try it.
I'm telling you, they got they have a museum. They have Dr. Pepper pulled pork. Oh my God.
They do. And listen, the Dr. Pepper meatballs that I first had at work that a coworker taught me how to make, them things are incredible. You know, where you put the Sweet Baby Ray's and the Dr. Pepper in the crock pot.
I just got a fucking like erection from hearing Sweet Baby Ray's and Dr. Pepper in the same sentence.
Have you not ever had those meatballs?
I have. I remember them. Yes, I do remember them.
They're so good. And I bought this stuff for them the other day, and I haven't made them yet. But
Jesus.
You take a Dr. Pepper. You don't measure it either. You take Dr. Pepper, Sweet Baby Ray's, just pour it in the crock pot until you think it's just equal parts of each. Let that shit go on low for about 4 hours. Best meatballs you'll ever have.
Solid.
You can do anything with Dr. Pepper.
I'm telling you, solid list. Round of applause. I'm telling you.
Yay.
This is
We
great.
didn't fight on this one except over the root beer.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we didn't fight.
You didn't
I
fight.
agree with you. I am trash for this. I am trash. It's one of those like I should take a sip of it and then like smear, look in the bathroom mirror and call myself a filthy whore and put lipstick all over my face like Peter did in Family Guy. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed, but it's so good.
Do you drink it like with ice or no?
No, I just put the cans in the fridge and let them get like fucking Arctic cold.
Well, they got to be cold, yeah.
It's so good. I don't know. I can't explain it. I fucking hate root beer, but I love diet root beer.
I guess. Look, I'm not even going. Your other list is okay. Though. Your list is okay. It's a lot better than the other ones.
Shut up.
So, I guess we can move on into the next topic. The next topic is gonna be a little different. It's one that you suggested. You suggested, yes. Shitty coworkers.
Yes, shitty coworkers. We've all got them. We've all had them. Whether you work where you have one at the job you're currently at, whether you've had shitty coworkers at previous jobs. Everybody has had that one coworker that's just made their life living hell, or they just made work absolutely fucking unbearable.
We had I worked at Kmart back in the Gap, and we had a coworker there. I'm not gonna name drop her because I don't even think she watches, but she was and I'm not stereotyping anybody, but I mean she just told me I think she was like Pakistani, and she didn't really believe in wearing deodorant. So that bitch was musty. And she had like this gigantic, when I tell you gigantic nose, like it was massive. She had like she was.
I want to meet this woman.
She had a big nose. She was sniffing in all the white man's air. I mean, she had a.
Where's Clayton Bixby when you need him?
I'm telling you, big ass nose, and then she didn't have like an upper lip. Like her, do you remember? I know
Maybe
you
it got
remember.
sucked up in her nose.
Do you remember? Probably, but do you remember the episode of Family Guy when they had that hurricane and Brian took the mushrooms and his lip was like. She has a lip, but her bottom lip was massive, but her top lip was sucked in. Like
the picture you're painting of this woman, I just would like to meet her.
She was like 89 pounds, 90 pounds. Well, last I checked, she was working at McDonald's. I mean, but she had
you're describing like a Roald Dahl book character, like she could be one of the ants from James and the Giant Peach.
And she was such a bitch, like such a bitch, like she was a fucking bitch. But we all used to just make fun of her because she'd walk up and she'd smile and she'd like want to hug you and put her hands up in the air. And when them arms went up, your eyebrows.
The flies dropped out of the earth dead.
Your eyebrows getting burnt off. She was. I couldn't even like there. I know people that don't wear deodorant, but they put like oil and stuff on, and that kind of. Still,
I've worked with someone who said that they only use disinfectant. They don't use deodorant. And they wondered why people complained about their odor.
Oh, she's killing germs, but she's not killing that smell because that's I have like me. I have like such I have like such a problem with stinking. I hate to stink, especially in public. Like if I'm at home or something, like right now, I just got out the shower. I threw some deodorant on. I be checking my armpits all day. I cannot stink. Like it's one thing if you stink because you you worked or something, but to just be musty, and
right?
Sit there in your.
That's a problem you can easily fix, and you're lazy and stupid if you don't.
Right, to sit there in your own filth like an alligator in a swamp. What are you doing in me swamp?
What are you doing in my swamp?
I just cannot deal with that. Like that shit is and for her she was
well let me ask you this. How was she a shitty coworker?
Well, she was a shitty coworker because one, she just talked to people however she wanted to, and she was one of those coworkers too that would bury you to try to look good in front of the customer. And then she was also another one of those coworkers who thought that she was bigger than her wage. You ever heard somebody say act your wage?
Right.
Yeah, you
Right.
making the same amount of money and you sitting up here acting like, you're the fucking like the owner and shit, and you stink.
And you,
You know?
and you stink.
I mean, and people really didn't even like her. Like she was one of those people like that. People like she was trying so hard to be liked, and people saw right through it. Because people still would ask for me. People didn't want to see that stinking, big lipped, big nose sucking in all the white man's air. I'm telling you, didn't nobody want to fuck with her because she. I mean, and not even the fact that she was just gruesome to look at in the first place, but I mean, she was. I feel like if you look like her, you have to be nice. But she was not
Right.
nice. And the thing that made it even worse too, if you want to hear something else, while she was working with us, she said, "Yeah, I went to Cherries one night, and I got up on the stage, and
And
I
did what?
made some money." And I was like, "Well," she said, "Yeah, I make like $200-300 fully clothed." I said, "I can understand because don't nobody wants you to take that shirt off and smell them armpits." You know what I'm saying? Because you be stinking. They paying you to keep your clothes on.
Right.
I couldn't even imagine her dancing on me with that fucking lip and that big ass nose.
You didn't want to eat her booty.
Hell no. I'd eat it for 500 million though. Man, you talk about Toucan Sam. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I just dominated this conversation, but she was such a bitch. I see her sometimes like when I go to McDonald's, and God, ooh. I hope she's not one of y'all's friends.
You're gonna have to on the low key later on tell me what McDonald's I need to go to.
It's the one here. In
Oh,
Clark.
okay. Okay.
I ain't seen her in a while, but I ain't been to McDonald's in a while because they line me out the like fucking. You drive into the line like them Taco Bell, fucking Popeyes,
I take that
Wendy's.
back. I went yesterday through the drive-through, but it actually wasn't that crowded, and I went to get Kingston some cheeseburgers for being the best boy. So I'm that person. I get my dogs fast food because they're the best. They're the best boy and best girls. But I
So
didn't see anybody fitting that description.
I go and get the
Sad I
20-piece
didn't.
chicken nuggets. Oh well, you'll see. And once you see her, you'll know. Oh, you'll know.
Well, like I said, everybody's got a shitty coworker. Everybody has had a shitty coworker. What makes it so bad, though, is yes, I've had shitty coworkers, bitches, just cutthroat. What makes it so bad is when you have a boss
Mm.
who's supposed to be setting an example, who's supposed to be leading a team, because at the end of the day, you all have one goal in mind. And she's got a very soft, friendly demeanor, comes off as being very Christian, very morally upstanding, but turns out to be the biggest fucking snake in the grass you've ever seen.
Oh no, all day.
That to me is the very epitome of a shitty coworker.
Mm.
And
I've worked with some
first of
snakes.
all, bitches find out real quick if I'm targeted, who the fuck they're dealing with. I'm not one to be targeted. And if I call you out on something, I don't care if you're my boss or not. If we are still working towards the same goal, and if I call your ass out on it, on for being lazy and watching, me do all the work, don't turn around and plot and see how you can fuck with my job. Because at the end of the day, you're just going to fuck with your job. I actually, you know who I'm talking about. I actually deleted and blocked this person 2 days ago because you know what? I'm not none of her fucking business. But yeah, when you have a shitty coworker who's actually supposed to be the model that represents how the rest of you are supposed to be, and you are the one who you're not under the bus. You driving the bus and you're running every motherfucker over in your path.
Oh yeah.
That to me is the worst kind of coworker. And those people end up burying themselves. They end up digging themselves in holes that they can't crawl out of. Now, have I worked with some going back to prior experiences? I have also experienced what it is like to work with some stank ass coworkers. I had one girl who was an assistant of mine where I worked at a different different establishment, and people complained about her odor. Customers complained about her odor, and we couldn't. The boss, the higher up, had to actually sit her down and say, "Look, your odor offends people. Soap is 50 cents a bar. You can get soap for 50 cents a bar. Please wash your ass." And she did not wash her ass, and she got fired for it. Like, because the odor, actually, it got worse after that talk she had with her. It got fucking worse.
I'm gonna shower less now.
Or I'm just not gonna wipe after I use the bathroom. I don't know, but her smell stink was offended. Actual stink was offended by her odor.
Dead.
I mean, it was pretty fucking horrifying. And you couldn't, I mean, my minimum was like 10 feet away before I could smell her. And then it was just the most miserable fucking, nice girl, absolute sweetheart, nice girl. And she was as cute as a button, dressed cute. How you stink that bad when you look that good? I don't understand. I didn't understand.
I'm not finna dress up if I'm gonna stink. I'm gonna be honest, because I
put perfume on after a shower before bed. I am so aware of my smell. You know.
Well, to me, I don't go that far, but
I do.
Wherever I go, I'm putting
especially
cologne
when with some cheese clapped.
Well, I mean, if I'm about to fuck somebody, I'm putting cologne on. I understand that, but I'm saying like,
which that hadn't happened in so long. I'm just kind of hoping somebody breaks in and they go to rob me, but instead they're like, "Okay, you smell good. How you doing?"
But you would be willing to just talk to somebody. That's not that bad. Do you remember the episode of Family Guy when the robbers robbed him and Meg was trying to throw herself?
They were in the panic room.
Yeah, and they sent Meg out there, and she's like, "I'm pretty," and then they actually sued her.
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, coworkers suck though. I'm not gonna lie, well, they don't suck because I love my coworkers, but I've had some great ones, but I've had some really shitty ones. And you're right, there are people that I've looked at as role models, and I will say this too. I think that women bosses get shitty ass raps. Because a male boss can be stern and a male boss can be strict and people will respect him. But if a female boss is stern and strict, people call her a bitch. I've never understood that. I used to work with this lady back
she's a bitch. However,
sure, but she could say the same. Like our male boss that we had was such a fucking asshole, and people respected him. I respect him for speaking his mind. And then when the lady did the same thing, they were like, "Oh, she's a bitch," and I'm like, "That's so weird to me." Like
my last male boss is a piece of shit.
Right.
I mean, he was a piece of shit. You know. To me, I mean, you are who you are. If you're a snake in the grass, you're either a bastard or you're a bitch, one of the two. If you're cutthroat, if you're out to save you, to put everybody else's head on the chopping block just to save your own neck and make yourself look better, no matter what you do, you are a piece of shit, male or female.
Agreed.
And I think everywhere you go, there's going to be at least one or two people like that. You just gotta buck it up. Now, I worked somewhere. This was years ago. This fucking place ain't even. It's there in Corinth, but it was at a different location, long time ago.
Yeah.
And because I was new, some woman came in, got a dressing room, and took like a chili and bean shit in the dressing room. And then left and just walked right out. Have a good day, ma'am. Okay, you do. And then took a big old fucking can of chili shit in the damn dressing room. Because I was new. Guess who had to clean it up? Nobody volunteered to fucking help me. Those were shitty coworkers, every last damn one of them. Shitty coworkers. Literally shitty No, I was the shit covered coworker, but they
I
were
used to
shitty
always
coworkers.
have to clean up the bathroom. And I'll tell you what, the women's bathroom was always the worst. They be shitting on the floor. Them old ladies go in there and they have their diapers leaking.
No.
I don't
Maybe.
found tampons. There was one time like I went into when I worked at Belk actually, and I used to have to check the fitting rooms when the store was closed. And one of my bosses went into the female fitting room with me, and I just looked in there. I didn't see nothing. And she said somebody shit in there. She thought it was a napkin, and she like a paper towel, and she reached to pick it up until she saw it. I was like, "Who the fuck just takes shits in a fucking fitting room? Like, who does that?" And it was like it looked like a perfectly formed, like the poop emoji, like the top to the ice cream, which actually
Like
I
it had
think
that swirl at the top, that little curl.
yes, which honestly I think that's what. Oh my god, that just reminded me of that movie that Jim Carrey was in. Was it I Love Irene or something like that?
Me, myself, and Irene, where
Something
he
like that.
was,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they took a shit in the yard and then they switched to the ice cream after that.
Yes, that's a
It looked.
great scene.
I have not seen that movie in forever. But anyway,
Oh my
it
God, it's fucking amazing.
it looked just like that. It looked like.
No, I worked at a fast food establishment back in high school, and I'm actually not going to mention where this was, but just know that this was then and still is to this day one of the cleanest places you can go. We just had some bad luck one night, and I was closing down the drive-through, and my friend at the time, his name's Jerome, he had to clean the bathrooms because he was closing the lobby. And he took his little bucket, went to the bathrooms, and then a few minutes later, he come busting back behind the counter. He's like, "Oh hell no, and he's gagging, like what the fuck? He's like, "I'm not touching it. I'm not. Just go look, go look." So it was in the men's bathroom, okay.
Yeah.
And see, where this place was, it was always the men's bathroom. It was never the women's bathroom. Now, you would get every now and then someone would clog a toilet with like a tampon or something like that. You'd have to deal with that. But we had a lot of senior citizens come in because we had a lot of senior citizen discounts for
Yeah.
all stuff. And it's almost like this person hung their ass off the toilet and shit directly on the floor. But but wait, there's more. So not only did they shit all over the floor, like a runny shit all over the floor. You know, when you go in and you lock the stall because you want your privacy.
Yeah.
They locked the stall, then they crawled out from underneath it.
Oh,
So Jerome had to crawl under the door to unlock it, and he kept screaming because his face was getting closer to that shit because he had to slide underneath the door and stand up and unlock it. But who the fuck does that? Who takes a shit on the floor and then crawls out from under a locked stall door?
People are dumb.
Someone shit in the urinal there one time. Who the fuck shits in a urinal? How is it comfortable to put your ass in a urinal and shit?
It's not though,
and not only that, where this place was, we had two stalls with doors, and then the urinal, which was out in the open. So what would you think if, as a man, you walk into the restroom and you see a man shitting in a urinal? He's holding a newspaper, he's reading the funny pages, and he's shitting in the urinal.
I don't know. That's uncomfortable too. Like it's.
And not only that, men's piss hits the back of the urinal, and your back is in that when you're shitting in the urinal. How, unless he shit somewhere else and then put it in the urinal with his hands? I don't know.
But something else that I think about too is
a lot of that there.
I wouldn't want to take a shit in a urinal. Like I would even like say I could see it if he had to, but I'm sure there weren't people in there and he took a shit in the urinal. So that means he passed up on the toilet to shit in the urinal. He saw those two toilets and he was like, "No, I'm gonna go where they pee at."
Either that or he's like from some kind of third world foreign country and didn't realize what it was.
I want my legs to swing when I shit. what he said. God,
We go from talking about shitty coworkers to
the
shit.
Oh. Well, let's just let's just move on. How about we would move on? We move on. Okay. Topic number
Now,
3. That's what you
this
got.
topic, I'm going to go ahead and shout out to my girl Lauren. This
Oh,
was it's a viewer request, and like she called me personally to ask me to talk about it. I'm like, yeah, you got it. So, topic number 3: if you have a friend of the opposite sex that you are completely uninterested in, but they are interested in you, can you maintain the friendship? I personally think you could, if that other person took the message, got the hint.
Yeah. There's a lot of girls that I've expressed interest in before, and they told me they didn't like me. They just wanted to be friends. And I was like, okay. And for me, I can just shut it down. Like,
right.
Because if I shoot my shot at you and you block it, or if you move the rim to the side, hey, it is what it is. I mean, but see, I'm also a very bad person in the fact that I hold a grudge, like bad. And I remember everybody who told me no. So when you come, so when I glow up and you come back and you try to ask me to date, I'm gonna tell your ass, no, you didn't want me back then. So what you want me now for?
Okay, Mike Jones.
But I also look at it
They
though.
didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me.
But see, the flawed logic in that is if I don't know them, if I just met them, because they don't really know me like that to just jump into a relationship. That's one thing I had to kind of to get with, because I would be texting these girls that I had just met, and I'd be trying to talk to them, and they wouldn't really respond, and I would take it so personal, and I'm like, well, they don't really know me though, so you know.
I think personally, like, okay, if there's a mutual interest, that's one thing, you can still maintain a friendship. If there is not a mutual interest, and like you said, if you shoot your shot, she says no, he tells her no, okay, fair enough. You move on with your life. Absolutely, you can stay friends.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you get to where you have a male friend and he shoots every round in the chamber all the fucking time and is told no all the fucking time,
yeah, you gotta
and
go.
he still won't take the hint, then no, I don't think a friendship can be maintained, because this friend of mine is to the point where it's getting to where she doesn't at first, she was like, okay, I've just got to be a little persistent. He'll get the message. But he's, I really want to be there for him. He's going through some shit. We're friends. He's significantly younger than her. She's got a serious boyfriend, live-in boyfriend, a life established with him. And her boyfriend knows about this cat. He knows about this guy. And, in this, the one who's trying to pursue her also knows about her live-in boyfriend. I mean, she makes no secret about it.
See,
He still will not take the hint, and it's getting to the point where she's like, okay, if we can't just be friends, we can't. If you can't talk to me platonically, we can't be friends. Period.
Well, to me, you lose like any like chance of trying to be like my girlfriend if I have a girlfriend and you're still trying to get with me. Because
Absolutely.
that right there shows me that you don't.
Respect thing.
Yeah, that right there shows me, one, you don't have no respect for relationships, and two, you're perfectly fine with trying to break up someone else's relationship. And if you're perfectly fine with doing that, then you're not wifey material. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just me. I mean, and to me, I don't understand. I've never understood why motherfuckers like constantly try to text the same girl, bro. If she say no to me, we are outnumbered by women, like by a crazy margin. Why on God's green earth would you stay stuck on one that don't want you? I could see if she maybe had given him like some kind of indication that maybe she wanted him, but no indication at all.
She's been nothing but this guy's friend.
You know what I'm
and she has said from the word jump we are just friends. I appreciate you. I value you as a person. I'm here for you. We can talk anytime, but I am in a serious relationship. I plan on staying in my serious relationship. It can't go any further. And not only that, she's also been having issues where, if she's at work and doesn't answer her phone, well, why aren't you answering the phone? Or,
So
if he sends her
too.
a message on Facebook, well, you didn't respond to my message, but I see you're active on Messenger. It's like,
so
dude,
he's controlling too.
he tries to be, and
I have to I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I have
okay.
to tell people all the time that if two things. One, I have a in her case, because I don't have one, but in her case, she got a boyfriend. You're
Mhm.
not her number one obligation. Like, that's number one. Number two, and most importantly, my voice is like cracking right now. But number two, and
It
most
got high
important,
just a minute
it
ago. I
got
wasn't going
so
to say nothing. It was
like,
like, she got a boyfriend.
but when my voice I sound like fucking Oompa Loompa. When my voice gets that high, that I let you know that I'm just I'm just excited. But number two, and you made me lose my train of thought. Let me see. Number two is like he's like bashing her for not answering the phone, but it's not even considering how she feels about the situation at all. Like, like I said, if even if she was single, if she told you that y'all are just friends, she don't report to you.
Well, like what he'll do is she'll tell him, look, it's never going to be more than friendship. Okay. He'll get the hint. I'd rather have you in my life as a friend than not at all. Okay. So she's thinking everything's fine. And then he'll let a certain amount of time go by, and then he'll start calling her honey or baby or sweetheart. Or then he'll just out of the blue, send me a picture of you right now. Send me a selfie. No, dude, that's not cool.
Whole time, like, if I have a friend, you have to respect my relationship. Like, me and you is cool. If you had a boyfriend, I'm not gonna start saying, our usual banter of what the fuck? I'm sorry, something popped up on my screen. I hope that don't get in the shit. Anyway, um, if you get a boyfriend, me and you are cool. I normally say crazy, flirty things to you. I gotta cut that shit out because I respect you as my friend. Even if I don't respect your boyfriend, I respect you enough to know that I need to be respectful of your relationship. And I think if you're a friend, if you're trying to be a friend, especially after she gave you a chance to be her friend, because she really didn't have to, she could have told you no and then just said, fuck you.
Like, I think she's to that point now, because I was like, well, I think I told her, I was like, honey, you're just probably going to have to cut this shit high and dry before, he starts taking it, too far. And, she doesn't want to hurt his feelings. He is going through some shit right now. And I was like, look, at the end of the
So,
day, though, that's on him.
exactly. If she
You,
wasn't in his life, he would
but
still be
she
going through that
is
shit.
to that point. She is to that point, though, when she's ready to say, look, if you can't talk to me as a friend, we can't be friends,
I look, I 100% am gonna tell her that Lauren, we name dropped her, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Lauren, you are a very good person for doing what you're doing, and I've been in your situation plenty of times where I've had people that have been like trying to get with me, but I didn't want to get with them. But I felt that I needed to help them because I was like their only outlet when they were going through some shit. However, I think you have to acknowledge at the end of the day what is more important: your friendship with him or your relationship with your boyfriend, and your sanity too. Because truthfully, this man is it's probably fucking with your mind. He's probably making you want to take your head and bang it off of a wall. And my thing is, most of these people that sit up here and try to guilt trip you into feeling sorry for them, they don't give a damn about how you feel. They just want to talk about them. They're selfish, stubborn, and fucking stupid bitches. Sphincter.
Just like Wendy's pickles.
See, now, you know what?
Ah!
I can't even give an
But
inspiring message without you having
no,
that.
no, you
Don't
can't.
take
But
no
to
slander.
sum it up, to sum it up, I do not think a friendship can be maintained if you won't take a fucking hint. If you
No.
don't respect the other person's wishes, if you don't respect the other person's relationship, I think if the interest is only one-sided and it's not a mutual thing, and if you don't have respect and you can't back the fuck off when you're told, there is no friendship to maintain. You cannot do it.
No,
You're
and
going to have to cut it off
yeah, you got to get rid of that
because it's only
motherfucker.
going to get worse.
And me personally, if I like somebody and they don't like me back, I mean, I'm not even gonna try anything like that because I don't want to I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm gonna get hurt. So if I like you, Ashley, and you tell me you don't like me back, then I'm not finna keep, trying to I'm not
Right.
gonna be like, oh well, okay, well, let me
Well,
just
it's a
try to get you
pride
to
thing.
like me. It
How do you
is.
not have some fucking pride as a man if,
Exactly.
she tells you more than once it is just one-sided, we are just friends, and you still keep trying to do this and shoot your shot and you get shot down every single fucking time. Not only do you get shot down, you'll crash and fucking burn every time. Have a little fucking pride, have some fucking balls, hold your head up and go on about your business and find there is a woman out there for you. There's a bitch out there for you.
Yeah,
There is
we're
somebody out there for
outnumbered.
everybody.
We are literally outnumbered. There are way more women than men. Again, why the fuck? And
As it
even
should be.
still, huh?
As it should be.
Well, there's way more women
We
than
are the
men.
superior race.
You said what?
We are the superior race.
Well,
That is a joke.
you cannot be the superior gender because the realest living is a part of the realest gender.
You know what? You're right. I can't argue with that.
Me, I'm talking about me, not your daughter is number two, but I'm a part
I
of
know.
the male gender, so I must. Did you just acknowledge that I was the realest living? I'm
I
glad.
acknowledge that Emma was she's the realest living number two. I acknowledged it, yes.
Beautiful,
And it
Emma.
tasted like vinegar in my mouth, those words, but
Emma, this is a W today. This is a W. We will celebrate by lighting the torches and setting the root beer factory ablaze.
shut up.
So, just to sum it up, can they be friends? Depends. Should she still be friends with him? Hell no.
No.
Fuck him. I don't care
Love
how
you,
bad he
boo
is.
boo. Love you so much, but you're gonna have to cut it off.
And look, and I'm gonna take it even a step further. And it's gonna sound crazy. We may even lose some subscribers when I say this. But if that motherfucker say he gonna kill himself, just hang up. Because I've been in situations where a girl told me like she was trying to flirt with me, and I told her I didn't want to, and every time I told her no, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill myself." And eventually, I was just like, "Bitch, if you want to kill yourself, then you fucking do it." And I hung up on her. And guess what? She called me
She
back.
didn't kill herself.
Nope, she called me back the next day apologizing because a lot of people use their sadness as leverage to keep you around.
No, if you're gonna kill yourself, you're not gonna threaten to do it. You're just gonna fucking do it. Most people that commit suicide don't want people to know they're gonna do it because they're gonna try to stop them. But that's a whole nother podcast. We can talk about that some other time before we actually get into that, tank deep.
Oh my God. So if he doesn't want to be your friend, fuck him. He ain't slinging you no dick. Your boyfriend is. You continue to take the wood from your boyfriend. Let him plow you into next week and let that motherfucker sit at home and beat his dick to the thought of you.
Stop.
I'm sorry. And listen, somebody got to say it. Let him sit at home and beat his meat at the thought of you, knowing that he fucked up because he tried to control you and your emotions because he don't know how to put game down like a real motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Hey, look, he done got me mad, bro. Fuck him, bro. Hey, listen. You have a boyfriend, and if he starts to cause problems between you and your boyfriend, fuck that man. Get him out.
Well,
Get him out.
first of all,
Drop out and get your cheese.
and her boyfriend is just so damn laid back. He knows about him. She makes notes. She doesn't hide anything from him. He's just like, poor thing. Have some fucking pride.
Yeah. I don't understand. Look,
I think it just boils down to this guy just needs to have a little bit of fucking pride and just move on, move on.
Hey, and he may not get it. And he may not get it nicely either. You could be telling him, hey, I think we're just gonna be friends. So you might just have to tell him, motherfucker, I don't want you. Stop fucking texting me, stop calling me, or you might just have to hit him with the blocky block.
Right.
Block his ass. Then he ain't gonna know what to do. I mean, has she seen him? Like, do they meet and eat lunch and shit?
No. I mean, they've seen each other before. I mean, they're friends. But it was.
Sure.
And
but they don't have like regularly scheduled meetups. So like,
no.
So if she was to block him, there wouldn't be really any way. Like it wouldn't change as really much of anything.
He would know where she worked. I mean, he knows where she works, and I mean, he might show up, but hell, all you got to do is pick up the phone and hit 911. Excuse me, there's some thirsty motherfucker in here trying to harass me. So I got to do.
I feel like coming up to work is stupid because there are like literally a bunch of other people there. So now you're just gonna look desperate in front of them.
Yeah, she ain't got nothing to worry about. I just think she's gonna have to cut it short with this dude.
Bye-bye.
Because she, like I said, this isn't just a one-time thing. She has told him several times, if you can't talk to me friendly, we cannot be friends. And he'll, like I said, he'll get the hint, and then he'll let so long go by, and then he'll start up, trying to flirt and send me pictures of you, baby, and just,
Oh my
she's
God.
like, but I think the swerve catches her off guard, and it makes her uncomfortable,
Sometimes I think it's best that she just gotta let him know, and she gotta, when she tells him, he's got to know that she's serious, because he's probably thinking, well, she's just gonna tell me to stop, and then like a couple months later I can just do it again with no consequences, really, like that. She'll just tell me to stop, but and again, it's going back to what we talked about before we got on the air. If by some chance, and I'm not bad talking you, Lauren. But if by some chance she was to send him pictures when she said, send me some pictures, baby, and I love you and all that stuff, and she was to send them, would you even want that kind of girl who has a boyfriend that's willing to do shit like that with you?
Right.
So, I mean, but he probably would, because motherfuckers ain't got no pride, no goals, no ethics, no morals, none of that shit. That's stupid.
And there again, that is another podcast as well. If they're going to cheat with you, they're going to cheat on you. Stay tuned for that one.
Right.
Because we can talk a long time about that shit.
Oh, no cap.
And we will be correct. So just stay tuned for that one.
Stay tuned. Well, that's gonna wrap it up.
That wraps it up, but I don't like wrapping it up. I like it going raw. Oh, you mean it wraps up the podcast? Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, you freak. Before I end the podcast, I want to say one little thing. We understand what's going on in the world right now. Things are getting crazy between races and whatnot, and it's not a subject that is very comfortable. But I will say that one thing that we should do is I encourage us to talk to one another and understand each other's side, because if we understand each other's side, then it'd be a lot easier for us to, understand each other. And, if you understand why somebody believes the way that they feel, it's a lot easier to debate against it, so to speak. And
just listen to people.
Listening is so important, because a lot of us, we don't listen, we just wait to talk. And that's never a good thing, because you're not hearing anything. You're just thinking the whole time they're talking about what you're going to say. So you're not really hearing what they're saying. So I just encourage you to listen to one another, and don't assume. Assuming makes an ass out of you and you, because it don't make no ass out of me, because I'm not an ass. I'm kidding. But assume it makes an ass out of you and that person that, you and me, I guess, both of you. Damn, I couldn't get that out. It makes an ass out of both of you. So, that's what she said. But don't assume somebody is racist because they say all lives matter or because they say Black Lives Matter. talk to them and figure out why they feel the way that they feel, because all of it could really just be a misinterpretation. You feel me? That's all I
Absolutely.
wanted to
Bridging
say.
the gap. Bridging the gap is the goal here.
Bridging the
And we
gap.
can do that if we just listen to each other.
Let's be braces and bridge the gap. Do braces bridge gaps? Is it pizza food?
Also, I'm going to do another shout out to my girl Shauna. We're going to talk about something a little special, something a little different, probably within the next podcast or two. But we're going to talk about where you can go and sign Ballot Initiative 68. And, that's just going to help us move forward as a state. Shout out to Shauna. We're going to talk about that later on. If you want to know what that is, stay with us.
And
Get to that.
may do us some good to have her come on.
Oh, she gonna come on.
As long as she wants, as
My
long as she's
face.
okay. Oh my God. Actually, why am I saying, oh my God? I love lesbians. What's wrong with me? I'm just saying, well, what the hell? Anyway, so yeah. Shauna, if you're listening, we appreciate everything
And
that you've done.
she's listening. She's listening because she's one of those people this morning. Where's my podcast? Gotta have my podcast. So when we talk about Ballot Initiative 68, I would love to have her on there with us so she can tell you what it's about.
And I want you to also, Miss Shauna, when you get on here, I hope you're ready because it's going to get disgusting. Because I have a game in mind for all of our guests, and it's going to get real. So don't be coming up on here modest.
She's not modest. You're good.
That's what I'm talking about then.
But yeah, shout out to Shauna. We're going to discuss that at a different time in the very near future. Very near future.
Now, something else that I would like to say too is, you guys have been so supportive. But it would be nice, just a little suggestion. I'm not being a thirsty ass motherfucker or nothing like that. But it would be nice, maybe you could spread the word about the Chip Candy Bar Show. What up, ho? Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your church.
Don't tell your church. Don't tell your church.
Well, tell the people of the church that be in, tell the people of the church that be in the club the night before. Tell them. Don't tell the devout people.
But also, I need you to tell everybody, let me get real close. Wendy's pickles are shit. Cheesecake is amazing. Thank you. Gracias.
Well, that's not the message that we wanted to send out. But, whatever. But like she said, oh my God. I said it earlier. You didn't even acknowledge it. So whatever. But anyway.
I didn't hear it.
I think you were talking while I said it. But anyway, another great podcast. And guys, again, like, comment, subscribe,
and hit the bell.
And a lot y'all have been doing really good with the comment section as far as talking and keeping us involved. And even on Facebook, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who will be supporting us. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. Well, Ashley loves you. Like I said, I just like you. I mean, I'm kind of on the verge.
A fair amount.
I'm like, yeah, I got my hands in my pockets and I'm kicking a can right now. Like,
and I'm sitting here open arms waiting to hug every one of you because I'm just like that. I'm amazing. I'm sweet.
She meant to say open legs.
Shut up.
Oh, I just burned you.
Oh, he's not incorrect. Anyway, thank you for listening today. And thank you for listening to us in the future. Sound off in the comments below. Like always, the comments are yours. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and we will see you next time.